Hello, so we're back in. This time we have a nice laptop, Toshiba Dynabook. i5 CPU, dead. Now the customer, it's a computer business. They send me also another battery. Let's read the customer letter. So they are saying we have a Dynabook Satellite Pro C50 or satellite. This show the charging light when plugged in, but it will not boot. Try another charger and battery, but not change. I will include a spare battery also. So we know this laptop is dead. I will say let's plug a charger. We have a round pin charger there. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, this is the plug. 19 volts. A little bit of current. Plug in the charger. And it's taking like 30 milliamps. Pressing the power button and nothing happened. You can see that current is not changing. So the AC chip is not reading the power button. And we don't, okay, the charging light. What is the charging light? They said the charging light is present. It is, check there, orange light. So the charging light, it is there. So it's not charging and the AC chip is not reading the power button. Screw left out. Okay, so we can open the laptop. We have few videos with Dynabook, and you know it's always a shorted MOSFET. This is kind of like a design issue. And the MOSFET which usually is getting shorted is this one from here, if you remember. The problem is even with that shorted MOSFET, the laptop should come on. But this one is not coming on. So I will say, let's check that MOSFET first. So that MOSFET is good, it's not shorted. No. No. So we don't have a shorted MOSFET here. Good. Let's plug the charger without the battery. It's taking 30 milliamps, which is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. You think the AC chip is taking the current? Let's check the main power rail. So the main power rail, we have capacitors here. The main power rail is present. Check that, 18.7. Why 18.7? Why 18.7 when I have like 19.3 on the power supply? Anyone knows? Why? Because the first two MOSFETs, they don't have 25 volts on the gate? Possible. Possible. Can be. You know what? I will say, let's take out the M2 drive. I mean, I don't even think it's point to take out the M2 drive because it's taking 30 milliamps, and what can take 30 milliamps, and why the main power rail voltage is lower? Because I don't have the 25 on the first two MOSFETs gate. Because the power management chip is banned. So just to prove the theory, I'll take the thermal camera and I'll check this chip. No, it's cold. Well, let's check to be sure. I want to see anyway what is taking 30 milliamps. And it's not charging, yeah? So no charging. We don't have 25 on the first two MOSFET gates. And something is taking 30 milliamps. I mean, everything indicates a faulty BQ chip. And the BQ chip, it's warm, but it's not like, it's not, I think it's normal. EC chip has voltage. You can see the EC chip has voltage. Yeah. We have a power supply which is on here, this one. Okay, the things just got complicated, and Yeah, that's bad. Check there. We can see some heat here around the chipset. Let me take out the heatsink. I think those are bad news. So the heatsink, it's out. And the chipset is getting hot in one corner. You can see it? Probably you can't see it. But if I unplug the charger, you see it's going off. Plug in the charger. Yeah, check that. You can see. But still, the question is there. Why we have that kind of voltage on the main power rail? Do you actually think here we have 2 faults? Do you actually think the chipset it's on because the laptop is trying to start the board? But if the chipset is faulty, why is not charging the battery? I mean, there's so many things here. Okay, let's focus on the input circuit. I can be wrong. I can be wrong if the chipset it's actually on. If it's on, that's normal to be hot. And we've seen this power supply on, which I don't know what voltage it's supplying. So here we have the first 2 MOSFETs on the input circuit. Let's go under the microscope and check. Yeah, we can see the first 2 MOSFETs. Let me plug the charger. I heard the power supply clicking. Okay, so here we have 19.4. Here we have 19.4. And here we have 19.4. Lol. So actually on the gate, okay, those are channel P MOSFETs. Yeah, channel P. So the input circuit is fine. Then we have this MOSFET, which usually is getting burned, and here we have 19.4, and here we have 19.3, 19.4. Okay, still good, still fine. Then here we have 19.4, and here we have 18.7. Here we are losing the current, yeah? So on the output of this MOSFET, you see we have 18.7. Is supposed to be the input voltage from here, 19.4. So something is wrong with this MOSFET or with the voltage from the gate. So from the gate to source, we have 0 volts, nothing. No voltage on the gate. I'm assuming that's the gate. 19.4, 19.4. Okay, that's the gate. Let's check that MOSFET. So this MOSFET from here to here is good, it's not shorted. But from here to gate is here, is not shorted. 163 ohms, check on the screen, 163 ohms. And from here to here, no, it's fine. No, not short. No, the MOSFET is not shorted. Or let's say, on another way, the MOSFET is shorted source with gate. But we can figure it out 1 second. So from here to here, we have, check the resistor, yeah? Infinite resistance. So here we have infinite resistance. But from the gate to source, we have 157 ohms. So we know for sure, 100% the MOSFET is shorted, gate with source. I will say, let's remove the MOSFET. And the MOSFET is removed. So this is a channel N MOSFET. Now it's not shorted anymore. How this is possible? So source with gate, 156 ohms. Okay, so the MOSFET is good. but I cannot explain why from the gate to source I have 162 ohms if this resistor has infinite resistance. Yeah, you can see. Is because the track is going somewhere else? It is possible. Yeah, the track is going here, you can see. So it's going to this resistor here, and also it's going here, and I don't know where it's going. That's the problem. So where this is going? Let's check to see if it's beeping anywhere. No, of course it's not beeping with a BQ chip. Okay, it's going to that resistor, that's normal. Now we have no idea where it's going. You think actually it's going to a different gate? It's going here. Here on this capacitor. I mean, this is expected to go to some capacitor. But why they put a capacitor here then? And it's going here, and here we don't have a transistor. But still, the question is there. Why I have 162 ohms? So from here to here, we have 157 ohms. You can see on the screen. Why? That's my question. Why? You don't know, huh? I don't know either. How we can find out? That's a very good question. Okay, I will come with the power supply. I'm gonna lower the voltage because we have a resistor which is going to the BQ pin. Yeah, so the BQ chip is not in danger. So coming here with 10 volts and nothing happened. It's not taking any current. Check that. Nothing. Raising the voltage, still nothing. It's taking no current at all. This is the reset button. Yeah, probably. Okay, we have an enigma here. 163 ohms. Check that. I mean, it is impossible. You have to realize it's impossible to have from a gate to source to have a 63 ohms, 163 ohms. It's impossible. Wait 1 second. So we have from gate to source, which this one is 19 volts, and also gate to ground. No, gateway ground, no, we don't have gateway ground. 163 ohms. So here is, yeah, okay, here is source on this capacitor. Do you really think actually is the capacitor? Huh? Because I can't see anything else here. Like, to be something else. I believe that capacitor is partial shorted. That's what I believe. But what do you think about this? Based on no capacitor, no shorted capacitor, let's try to remove this. I don't want to come with hot air because we have that button next to it. Yeah, perfect. So we disconnect the capacitor. Let's check now. So now from here to here we have 163 ohms. That's crazy. Let me solder back the capacitor. Okay, the capacitor is soldered back in place. Yeah, perfect. You know, I done it wrong. So I shall come with the power supply, yeah, like that. So the plus on the source, yeah, the plus here, and the minus on the gate. No, sorry, no. The minus on the source here, and the plus on the gate. It's taking 120 milliamps, lol. Okay, let me lower the voltage because I don't want to blow up. 60 milliamps, yeah. With 60 milliamps, we can find the problem. So now we are on the right path. Now, whatever is taking 60 milliamps is faulty. Hopefully it's not the AC chip, but can't be the AC chip. No. So I'll hold this and this here with one hand. Probably you can't see, but I'm gonna show you after. No way, no way. Check that, check that. What is that? What is that? Actually, it's the other MOSFET. That's crazy. It's the MOSFET I told you usually is getting shorter. That one. Another channel and MOSFET. Wow, so the gates are together. The gates are connected together. That's crazy. Yeah, we found the problem. Not sure if the laptop it will work, but with we were gonna solve the problem with the main power rail voltage. Good. Perfect. And let's take this MOSFET out. Perfect. So we remove this MOSFET. Let me find a channel N MOSFET. From where you can get a channel N MOSFET from anywhere. I mean, the power supplies like this one. You have two MOSFETs or whatever is here. They are channel N. So I'm gonna get this MOSFET out. Okay, the MOSFET is out. So we have to solder this MOSFET here. My microscope is out of focus. I can't see either. Yeah. Okay, so the MOSFET is soldered in place. Let's cool down the board. Let me plug the charger. So we have the charger. We have 19 volts on the power supply. Yeah, 19. Plug in the charger. It's still taking 30 milliamps. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I told you we have two faults here. But let's see the main power rail. So the main power rail has 1 second. Check here, yeah. The main power rail has 19.8. Yeah. So 19.8 the input, 19.8 the main power rail. So if I plug now the battery, it should charge. Plug in the battery, plug in the charger, and it's taking like 30 milliamps. Now it's taking like 300. I think it's the pre-charge current. If I remember, this laptop max charging current is like 800 milliamps. You remember? What we can do, we can push some current into the battery. So we have, 1.5 is fine. And now we are pushing 1.5 amps into the battery, 2 amps into the battery. 7 volts, the battery has 7.6 on it, which should be like 80.4 fully charged. 80.4, yeah. Let me check the battery voltage. You know what's strange? After I take the power supply, 760, check that, 760 milliamps, yeah. So it's charging fine. We solved the problem with the charging. Pressing the power button and nothing happened. No, this laptop, it will not work. We fixed one problem, but still the chipset is dead. And we can't fix that. Probably the real-time clock power line. That's the one which is shorted inside of the chipset. Always I said, pay attention on the power supply, because like on this case, without the battery, the laptop is taking 30 milliamps, you can see. And you have to ask yourself, okay, what is taking 30 milliamps? Because that's not normal. I mean, they try to make the things taking less power as possible when the laptop is off. But this laptop is off and it's taking 30 milliamps, which is kind of a lot for a laptop which is switched off. No, I'm really sorry. Look, we spent like half an hour. It's not a big deal, but we learned something. We learned how to diagnose, like a shorted gateway source of a MOSFET. I'm still learning. You remember, first I come with the voltage on the gate from the ground, but I should come with the voltage between the source and gate. And that's the moment when I seen the other MOSFET getting hot. Another lessons to learn is, okay, you have some extra current there, just find out where it's going. Thermal camera, without the thermal camera, you cannot find like such a low current, 30 milliamps. So yeah, I'm really sorry I cannot help this customer. What you will do in this case, you have this Dynabook Toshiba, you will replace the CPU, or it's nothing what can be done here, just replacing the whole motherboard. Yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna stop now. I will say thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you like the video, and see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, if you find my content being helpful, don't forget you can support this channel by pressing the join button, and you can get instantly access to our members only cool collection and Discord private channels for support with your repairs. Also, you can have a look on our United Kingdom eBay, where you can find some cool and unique products, United States eBay store, or our Patreon page. Thank you.